Okay, in yesterday's video we talked about the 6 properties of addition and multiplication. I'll just review them right here. First one is closure, and that's where we have where a plus b would equal a real number. A real number is any number. A times b is also a real number. There's the commutative property where we add two numbers together. A plus b will also equal b plus a, and we get the same answer. Also, the same applies with multiplying. A times b will equal b times a. Then we have the associative property. This is where you can add the numbers in any order, and you'll get the same answer. So a plus b, add those together first, then add c. It's the same as adding b plus c first, and then adding a. Also with multiplication, you can have a times b first, times c, or b times c times a. Then we have the identity. When adding, 0 is the identity, because identity means when you adding a number to something, you get the same answer, the original number. So a plus 0 will always equal a, or 0 plus a will also equal a. And when multiplying, 1 would be the identity, because a times 1 gives you a, and 1 times a also gives you a. Then we have the inverse. So when adding, negative a is a. So when you add the negative to a number, you get 0, which is the identity. Also negative a plus a, also 0. So then multiplying, the inverse would be that number with be the 1 over a. So with multiplying it by 1 over a, you get 1. Also, same here is 1/2 times a. Doesn't matter what order it is, you always get 1. And a can never be equal 0. That would make it undefined. And the last property we looked at was the distributive property, and this is where you're multiplying a number b plus c times a. You multiply a times b first, and then multiply a times c. You get ab plus ac. So it's kind of working its way through the numbers in the brackets here. And also the same thing applies here. You can put the numbers in the brackets first. A plus b, so you go c times a, and then c times b. It gives you ac plus bc, or ca and cb. It doesn't really matter which numbers or which order the numbers go in. That would be an example of the commutative property up here. Okay, so now we're just going to go over some examples of the properties here, and see if you can guess which of these, what property these examples illustrate. So we'll go with 5 plus 4 equals 4 plus 5. So what do you think that would be of the properties here? Yeah, so that'd be the commutative property. A plus b equals b plus a. 5 plus 4 is the same as 4 plus 5. Now another example here. Let's try this one. 3 plus 7 times 2 equals 3 times 2 plus 7 times 2. We're not going to multiply these out. This is just to illustrate the properties. So what do you think? Looking at this example here, what do you think this property would be? I'll give you a minute to think about it. Yeah, so that would be the distributive property. See how a plus b times c, have c times a first, and then c times b, and you get the answer a times c plus b times c. So it's the same here with this example. We had 3 plus 7 in the brackets times 2. And then you multiply the 2 times 3. You get 3 times 2 here. And then 2 times 7. And it gives you 7 times 2. And the answer, so you get the total answer is 3 times 2 plus 7 times 2. That's a result of multiplying 2 through each number in the brackets here. Okay, let's try another example here. Okay, 4x times 1, 4x equals 1. Okay, so here's another example. What do you think the property this example right here is illustrating? So this would be an example of the inverse property for multiplying. You have your inverse of 4x is 1 over 4x, as you see up here in the general properties here. And then when you multiply them together, you get 1. And also don't forget that the same is true when you go 1 over 4x times 4. It's the same thing. You also get 1. And 1, I'll remind you, is the identity of any numbers that are multiplied together by their inverses. Okay, and I will just do one more example. See if you understand the properties of numbers for adding and multiplying. We have x plus 6 plus 8, x plus 6 plus 8. So what do you think this property would be? Yeah, so that would be the associative property. You can group the numbers together any way you want, and you get the same. It equals the same. So you have x plus 6 added together first, then add 8, or you can add 6 plus 8 first, and then add x. It comes out to be the same. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned a lot and enjoyed it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.